You are now listening to the Salty Virgins Podcast.
Welcome to the Salty Virgins Club Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. I'm here with the full cast. Everybody's back. Everybody's ready. Everybody's, Patrick seems to be in a touch of distress right now.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
He's looking at a spreadsheet right now.
I am.
Spreadsheet's got him in hell.
I see it in his eyes.
Pat's nice with Excel. What can we say?
That's true.
I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I am.
We know.
Snap suspenders. I'm not gonna front.
Adjust glasses.
Pocket protector looking ass.
My tables are pivoted.
That's even funnier because Jackson's the accountant. Jackson, do you even use Excel in your day-to-day?
Literally every day.
Okay. I don't know what you do.
Jackson's also probably very nice with Excel. He just probably doesn't voluntarily use it in his free time, which
Yeah, that's fair. He doesn't sit at his desk when he should be working and make...
Pat's always doing something useful and organizing, but it's always just something he's not supposed to be doing in the moment. It's like the method of procrastination. It's like organizing something else.
Big time. Yeah.
Nothing like redoing the budget when you're supposed to be sending these satellites to space.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure.
You know, since the work acquisition, I've been real fucking lax on the budgeting. I haven't done budgeting in several months. It's been a weird coincidence how that's lined up.
Where all this money
I've fallen off the wagon.
Wow. Yeah, we saw, because I did the math on how much drinking you did at Disney.
Yeah, see, this was
wasn't
Kayla's
cheap.
plan. Kayla waited, and she said, "Ooh, we just had a little bit influx of money. He's getting a little loose with it. We should go to Disney for my birthday." And I was like, "Yeah, this would be a great idea."
Getting a little loose with it.
No, it was. I mean, it was a very fun weekend. We went to Disney. Birthday. It was actually originally intended for Morgan's birthday. But then the weekend got bounced around a little bit, and then the best weekend ended up being actually on Kayla's birthday. So we went for Morgan's birthday on Kayla's birthday. But it was a really good time. Disney's expensive. I have my gripes with Disney. Everyone knows them. But it was a really good time. I'd never drinking around the world, so that was really fun. Dangerous amount of sugary drinks drinking around the world.
It's all sugar. What do you mean?
It do be a blast, though.
It's either sugar or beer. And
Yeah.
like, also the beers are like 20-ounce cups.
Yeah, you can black out real easy.
Well, the problem is it's just a lot of liquid. Like, you either go sugar or beer, and it's like, well, if you go beer, you're going to be bloated as hell. With sugar, you're riding that line of, like, being pretty drunk, but then teetering into a crazy hangover. But I did get... everyone was pretty drunk at different stages. But it was funny because Lucas's cousin was there with us. He works at Disney. So the first 2 days he was with us, and we got to the front of every line. Because all Disney workers have like a disability pass or something, so we got able to like be linked with him. We got to go to the front of every line. Or like, it's not the front of every line, but like the fast pass lane.
It can't be called a disability pass.
It is. Okay, so it's not a disability pass. The reason I said it's essentially the equivalent of if someone in your group has a disability, it can be linked up to so many people.
Mm-hmm.
It's that model, except it's just like the employees get the same level of that.
Is it one of the passes where you like go to the ride and then you write down a time and then you come back at a certain time to get to the front of the line?
That's a
no. So Disney has all kinds of fucking queuing mechanisms now, and a lot of them make sense in theory. It's just annoying because they're different stages of capitalizing on people's wait times. So the one this was like fast pass, right? Where they have it. Usually they have a time in the day that you can go to it. So it's like a time in the day, and then you can go to the fast pass lane at this time. And there's another version that you don't pay for, where you can do a virtual queue, where you like sign up at 7 a.m. when it opens, and you get noon. So then you get there at noon and you go into a line. It's not the whole standby line. It's slightly shorter, but it's not as short as the fast pass line. That's like a free one too. We did that for a couple rides because there's rules on the rides and the status of them. It's a whole. There's Morgan's like a Disney person, and David, Lucas's cousin, works at Disney, so they had it all figured out, and I was just along for the ride because it's like there's a lot of logistics involved with Disney.
Yeah.
So that was nice. I was just kind of able to follow and get to the front of the line for 2 straight days.
Disney came out with a paid service.
Yeah.
Yep.
Genie
So
Plus or
Kevin's
something?
describing the lightning lane.
That shit don't work.
But you're still going to pay $15 for it.
Yeah, they literally said don't use this anymore because it doesn't work. Disney said that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You
That's
tried to
really
use
funny,
Disney Plus.
So yeah, it was a really good time. Like all the new, like I went to Disney when I was a kid, not a ton, but enough. And
Once.
well, no, like we went I think we had annual passes for a couple years, not like my whole childhood, but there was a couple years where we were like Disneying 4 or 5 times a year. So I remember the parks how they were about 14 years ago. I don't know.
They're
So they've added
so
a lot,
different now.
and it's very like there's a lot of the same stuff, and they've added a lot. It's very cool. The Guardians of the Galaxy ride is the coolest ride I've ever ridden.
That's brand new.
Yeah, we got to ride it
Pretty
twice,
sick.
so that was pretty cool.
How was the Avatar stuff?
That was sick. That's where David works, so we got to ride that multiple times and like pick where we sat, which was really cool. That ride was very, very cool.
You're talking about
think,
like the motorcycle one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a simulation was cooler. I just think Guardians was cooler because I loved Space Mountain. So to me, Guardians was personally like the coolest thing ever because I loved Space Mountain. And Guardians is like the, hey, we acknowledge Space Mountain was a piece of shit, but it's a cool concept. Let's do it in code and like have some sort of cohesiveness to it. So the ride like follows a loose story, not a great storyline, but it's like a ride storyline. And it's all within a building, and it's like whipping you around, and the way that the cart is like free motion, it's very cool. So I really enjoyed that. What'd you say?
Did you ride Splash Mountain?
That's a
no, I think that's a
Magic
Magic Kingdom. We didn't go
it
to that.
Oh, I just thought you would have got on racist ride
Isn't
last
it?
time.
It's something else now. It's Princess and the Frog now.
Not yet.
Yeah, it is.
They're rebranding it, but I think the ride is not going to be fully completed until like next year.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I was literally just along for the ride this weekend. We started drinking around the world in Mexico, and I mean that was the best food that we had anywhere. Was the tacos in Mexico?
Did you go into the tequila cave?
You
go into the pyramid. You go into the pyramid in Mexico, and they have like a tequila bar with nice tequila,
different margaritas,
and the fancier margaritas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we went to that.
Okay. Kevin was about to lose his fucking mind.
No, I mean, I thought we went there, but I was like, I don't know, man. Everyone's like, we just gotta go inside and go here. So the avocado margarita, I had the avocado margarita. That was, I think, the best drink, and then also subsequently the best food. And then we went. I forget. Honestly, it was kind of a blur. But yeah, I think Mexico was the best. So we started with it. There was plenty of other good things. Like all the beers were at least good. No beers were like that was amazing, but like Disney beers, so they're what they are.
They have a grapefruit beer in the Germany section that I always get. It's very good.
Hofschaffer.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's like
that Radler.
That's one that's not. You can get that at like some bar, like
you can get that
any tap room that has like an expanded tap list, right?
And basically any like expanded beer aisle in Central Florida. It's also like 2%.
Delicious stuff.
The only reason I asked that, Pat, was I thought that's what it was, but when you said the name, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. But I saw the tap, and I was like, oh, I know what that is. I'm not going to get it. But that is delicious. But yeah, it's like 3% or something, but it's a delicious like grapefruit. Honestly, I probably should have done it, because at that point, I was super full and pretty drunk, and I just kept plowing through. And a nice like 3% like grapefruit shandy kind of thing might have been nice, but no.
Would have slowed your pace.
Yeah.
You get the largest German beer you can get, and then you transition to America and then France, and just start drinking liquor.
Do you guys have any? Because that was my first time drinking around the world. Do you guys have any like favorite like drinks or best drinks in a country or something?
Never done it.
I was kind of plowing through.
I mean, they have Strongbow in England, but you can get Strongbow anywhere. But I really like Strongbow. The sake is pretty good in Japan.
Well, I did have sake in Japan. I love sake.
I don't like sake outside of Disney.
You say you don't like sake outside of Disney?
I don't like
sake.
There's
nothing like a nice hot sake on a 95-degree day.
Well, there's cold sake too.
I know there's cold sake too, but
I did not get the hot sake. It was that was one thing. It was, I mean, of course it's summer in Florida, as everyone knows, but it was 100 degrees every fucking day.
Damn, it's humid.
Casey and I went to a brewery Saturday night in Windermere, so like close to Disney, at like 8 p.m. We were there for like 45 minutes. Like it's too hot and too humid at 8 p.m. The sun's down. Let's go home. I couldn't imagine being at Disney during the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, it was. We were at the parks all day, every day. But it was funny because
tracking the trip.
She was what?
She was tracking your trip, and she was like, "Where is Kayla's shirt?" And I was like, "Baby, it's 1,000 degrees there. I don't blame her at all."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was hot. We were the first 2 days going to Disney and getting to the front or into the fast pass on everything is as hot as it was and as comfortable as it was. That was so we were able to do everything. Because the third day we had to just go to like a theme park like a regular person, and we rode a total of like 4 rides, and we're there all like from 9 to 4, sweating our asses off all day. And it was like if the first 2 days had been that, by the third day I think I would have vetoed riding a couple. I would have ridden 1 or 2 rides and got out of there at lunchtime. Just because. It just would have been so much more drawn out and hot. Because when you're like riding the rides and moving, there were still some waits, but it was like 15, 20 minutes for everything. It was literal 2-hour waits for rides. It's like standard for any of the popular rides is at least 2 hours, and that's tough. That's pretty tough to swallow. And then you can pay like $15 for like a one-time fast pass to do this stuff, and they get you. But it's like the rides are objectively very cool, but 2 hours is a long time.
2 hours is a long time.
It was fun, but that's just like it's tough to stomach thinking of like, oh yeah, over 8 hours we did like 4 rides. Of course, it ended up being a little better than that. It wasn't that drastic, but it can be that bad. Like if we wanted to wait for the Rise of the Resistance shit or a couple of other rides that we skipped, could have been. You can easily spend just so fucking long just waiting, and then the ride breaks down. It's like, oh my God.
Or somebody throws up on the ride.
It's tough. I like my theme park trips, but man, sometimes it's like, it's a little bit tough. It would be nice if I lived near one, and like it's like theme parks are like the beach. The best way to do it is have an annual pass and go for a couple hours, or go for half days and go semi-often, and do what you want to do, pick and choose. Kind of do it like that. Not like if it's a big event. I mean, this weekend was really good because we had a lot of good things going for us. But it's a big event; it's always a lot tougher. I feel like you have to cram everything into it. It can get pretty frustrating. Lots of Disney dads looking real distraught.
The Disney dads are down bad this
Poor
weekend.
guys. I have about 9 more pictures, but I was just so goddamn... I was taking pictures of dads at Epcot, but I was just so goddamn drunk I couldn't focus on posting a story. And then once I got backlogged, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Maybe it was a one-day bit.
Yeah.
So,
but it was funny. I enjoyed it. Because Emma saw you guys out there, and she's like, oh, we should go do that. And I was like, First, you don't like hot. Second, you don't like to walk. Third, it's going to cost me both of your arms and legs. And fourth, you can have exactly 3 drinks before you want to go home. So, like, what are you really saying to me?
I haven't looked at how much money I spent.
You probably
just don't. Just make sure you set that to auto pay and then move enough money to float.
Right.
Give it 35 days and we'll figure out where we're at.
That's basically it. I'm like, I mean, I know there was no one-time outrageously expensive purchases. I just know
it's death by 1,000 cuts.
Avalanche of like $15 to $20 purchases.
It's literally death by 1,000 cuts.
Yes.
Listen, you can spend about $300 in that tequila cave. And like when it's super hot out and like that's air conditioned and you're drinking like a frozen avocado margarita, you sit there for 2 hours. I think one time we ended up spending like with me, KCG, and Rachel, we each got like multiple drinks. The like chips and multiple dip like appetizers. Ended up spending like $250.
I could have happily spent $200 on my own at Mexico over the course of 4 to 5 hours.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe even 2 to 3 hours. Like
Actually, no. Give it about 5 minutes because
the-
they have a really nice tequila tasting that you probably could have done.
Yeah, and then once you get like 2 margs in me, and then you advertise that, that's how you get it. But the avocado margarita was insane, and I nursed it because it was delicious. But I knew it was going to be a while till I got my next drink. But
Kevin does that tequila tasting is jumping off the top of the pyramid.
He's getting
No,
on
I'm
the
getting
ball.
on that ride, and
Yeah.
I'm fucking jumping in. Oh, okay. So we did get in that ride, and it was like a mom and her child's son behind us, and then it was just me, Lucas, Kayla, and Morgan. And me and Lucas both got on one side of that rickety ass boat in Mexico, and it didn't matter where anyone else on that boat sat. That boat went. And it was like, oh shit! So everyone like scooted to the center, and it was like, okay, fuck, that could have been bad.
Could have just drowned everybody at Disney.
Oh my god, it was like Lucas and I are big boys, but nothing insane. I can't imagine you get one of them like real big boys from Star Wars land tries to get into that ride.
Or when they send the college football players over there.
You could probably get a couple. You cannot load any average college football player in that ride. Not supported.
No.
Unless you load them at the same time to counterbalance, you know?
Yeah,
Like you have to like drop them in with a
jump
crane.
You got some dude from MCO doing calculations to figure out the count, like the weighting of the fucking sled. It's like if we put a 350-pound lineman up here, we can fit like 2 wide receivers right in the very back.
Yeah.
Running back, sorry, you're out of the surround. Go next
You
time.
don't get to go.
The one thing we didn't do was the Rise of the Resistance ride. Because the day we didn't go to Magic Kingdom, so I guess if there's anything worthwhile there, we didn't go. But that's like, it's funny because I was like, I remember Magic Kingdom being the best park. Like, that's like the land of a bazillion children. Like, you think Disney's the land of a bazillion children? Magic Kingdom is it. And I
Also
thought
can't
about
get
it and I was
alcohol
like,
there.
yeah, well, I think they serve alcohol now.
You
but
have to
it's not,
be
like,
sitting down in a
accessible.
restaurant.
Yeah, in the restaurant.
You can't just
We
walk
did do
around
the
like
Toy
other
Story
parks.
ride. It's like a shoot 'em, like 3D shoot 'em ride.
That ride's
ride
awesome.
slaps.
Yeah, that ride's so good.
I really do wish that it was a trigger rather than jerking off that little string to shoot.
Yeah.
But it was very fun. And Lucas and Morgan both beat me, but it was like I scored 147, Lucas scored like 149.2, and Morgan scored like 150. Or no, Lucas beat Morgan. But it was real close, and I was like, damn, I want revenge, but we waited an hour and a half to get to that ride. So
I beat Duke getting my shots
That's
off in
pretty
that ride, though.
you be what?
Getting my shots off in that ride. Tons
I
of
know.
practice.
At the end, oh fuck, what's the? I can't think of the acronym that they used in Silicon Valley at the end of the first season when they were trying to find like the mean jerk time.
Oh, dick to floor ratio.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. At the end, my stroke game got a little off, and all of a sudden it stopped sensing my shots. And
Hot swapping cocks.
I dropped a couple points,
Oh,
and
brother.
I think that was where I lost them. But that was a really fun game. That was, for a competitive standpoint, that's probably the most fun. It's probably the newest shooting game of theme parks too. It was the most fun. It was a long wait. It was cool. Disney was fun. I just wish it wasn't like a heavy investment.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of money.
You know, you make it not a lot of money. Have in-laws that love Disney, and we'll pay for you to go to Disney.
Yeah.
And also
You'll be
know all the
working on
secret
that.
drinking places. But speaking of Disney, did you guys see that they, you know how they have the big stupid Star Wars hotel experience now? That's $5,000 for 2 nights and is by all
Yeah,
means
that they're
the
not
best?
selling anymore.
Yeah. So apparently they had to evacuate it the other day, and people are pissed.
What happened?
Why?
I didn't. The post I see did not describe why it got evacuated, but so then the entire thing is like you're supposed to. You have a designated arrival and departure time, like it's an actual cruise, like you're going on like a boat or something, like an actual ship. So you show up, they load you into shuttles, which are U-Haul trucks with air conditioning. You get shoved in the back of a box truck.
Oh, yay.
They move you to the hotel, and at no point during like the 2 days, outside of like when you're getting shuttled off out of the building and to the park, are you supposed to see the outside of like the ship you're in.
So it's a hostage situation.
Yes, it sounds awful.
I mean, yeah, if you're an adult, I think it's like lights out. You have to go to bed like 10 p.m. Like you have no choice.
What the fuck is the point?
You know they're not fucking.
I know, because you have to share the room with your kids.
Oh, absolutely not. Are
Right.
you kidding me?
Yeah, so they evacuated. So all this like completely immersive experience totally ruined, and people are like outside sitting on the shitty lawn, running downstairs and looking at this ugly ass gray building where they spent $5,000 for 2 nights just to get run out into the Florida heat.
Oh god,
I just like. So, you know,
I'm gonna need some money back.
I need all the money back.
I'm gonna need to talk to someone.
You know how I know I could never have kids? Because I could never do this. Like, even on a, like, I'm not, you know, sat outside, broken the illusion or anything of this. Just, like, I could never be like, yeah, let's do this. You know?
I need to tell you something. That is not the barometer for having kids.
No. I'm not saying it's, like, the baseline. I'm just saying, like, at a point, there's gonna be something where you're gonna have to be like, yeah, let's go do that. And, like, I just don't have that in me. You know?
Yeah.
Why go to Legoland when I can go drink 1,000 beers?
Right. Why go to Legoland when I could not go to Legoland?
Yeah, why go to Legoland? You could just stop right there.
I don't know, man. Legos.
Legos bang, but, like, they got Legos other places that aren't Legoland.
Also, Legos are so expensive.
Everything is so expensive, Patrick. Have you not been paying any
Well,
attention?
now Legos are now additionally more expensive because of inflation. But yeah, Patrick is right. Legos are wildly expensive for.
They're just so
pieces of molded
expensive.
Plastic.
Little plastic bricks. Cool though. They got some. They have some really cool kids' toys. Like, I don't know if you've ever, like, you know, been at Target and you just like walk down the kids aisle or like the toy aisle or anything.
Yeah, it's like, wow, I can build the New York skyline. Oh shit, it costs $8,000.
Yeah. And all the action figures are so fucking cool now. They've really stepped up the action figure game.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. Oh, I got one last thing. So the Jets fans were right. Zach Wilson is good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope they
The dude, that guy
them all
fucks.
from his mom's friends. Certified has that dog in him.
Yes, yes. So for those of you who aren't hashtag on here, Sunday morning, you know, when the Mormons should be in church, news broke through Instagram.
Is he more? Oh, he went to BYU.
Yep. That Zach Wilson, his girlfriend left him. Is that what it was?
Yeah, his girlfriend broke up with him and is now dating one of his college teammates who was drafted in the 7th round by the Washington football team and might not make a roster.
Right.
That was the first story.
That was
And
that was
he-
tweet 1, and then
we're
one of
like,
his other
okay,
teammates
fine, whatever.
responded like, wow, she really homie hopping.
And then the real news came out.
Yeah,
That
one of her
since
friends came to her defense, and
Then we found out that Zach Wilson is fucking his mom's best friend. Which, he's a Mormon. The circle is small, but, like, he's got that dog in him. That's all I gotta say.
It's an absurd thing to do. I'll say it.
yes,
I get it.
Have
I
we
get it.
seen? Have we identified said mom's best friend? I mean, let's look at all the evidence before making judgment here.
She's a 10, but she's your mom's best friend.
So a 10. It's like, this is not. This is
An
not
11? I don't understand.
Yeah.
What are,
No,
what are
that's
your questions?
disgusting. I would never do that.
Listen,
Okay, I'm
it all
trying to
depends.
see.
Wait, have we seen a picture of this woman?
I think Jackson is scouring.
I'm just gonna Google Zach Wilson's
Yeah,
mom's best friend.
I'm on the tabloids right now. Trying to look.
Let me know how that goes, guys.
There's pictures of beautiful women, but there's no guarantee that any of these are the women that.
Nope. So I found on the New York Post. Wilson's mom's best friend was never identified, and the quarterback has not commented on the matter.
Well, of course not.
His ex-girlfriend, who it wasn't a friend of hers, it was the ex-girlfriend made the comment, has deleted the post and deleted her Instagram account after.
Fine with it.
Yeah,
Fine with it.
No pictures of any possible friends, but there's a picture of his mom in this New York Post article.
Is his mom cute?
A
Probably.
lot of work done.
I didn't ask
Okay,
that.
yeah, it's a weird play. I'm not. No comment. Okay, there we go.
This
Meanwhile,
man is a
Wilson's
coward.
mom, influencer Lisa Nealman Wilson, posted an emotional, nearly 30-minute long Instagram video Sunday decrying the evils of social media and online predators.
Oh my god.
Instead of referring to her son's love life, however, she spoke of the pain of her daughter turning on her and hating her because of Satan. Okay, yeah.
Do
Oh,
people
yeah,
know
Zach
that they
Wilson-
just like don't have to do that?
Zach Wilson definitely fucked his mom's best friend.
Oh, absolutely. No, he was fucking pounding her. But further from this, do people know they don't have to do that? Like, I understand his mom's an influencer or whatever, so like she has to speak at some point about it. But like, she knows she could just be like, "Hey, it's a private family like issue."
Who has ever watched 30 minutes of anything consecutively? That's not
Instagram.
a movie or a TV show.
Yeah, not an IG, not a reel. I have not seen 30 minutes of any IGTV. I promise
If
you
I
that.
click on a reel and it is longer than 2 minutes, it better be the most interesting fucking thing in the world.
You better be setting shit on fire, or like the dog better be reciting the alphabet. Or like it's got to be a really complicated dish. Otherwise, like maybe even a minute. Like try and get me for longer than a minute? I don't know, man. Yeah, so nah, I'm not trying to hear anything that his mom is talking about. Speaking of Mormons and
Yeah, I hope all these people get kicked out of the Mormon church like they say they should, but you know they're not. This. Also, there's a video of her on her Instagram making what has to be the least spicy salsa ever.
Well,
It's horrendous.
I don't
Just
want that.
tomato paste. Just
What do you mean?
yeah.
She used black pepper.
I didn't see any pepper of any sort. I did see her put about 10 tomatoes and then some tomato paste in a food processor, though.
That's not even salsa.
I mean, there were other ingredients on the table, but that's as far as I got before. I was like, you know what? I don't need I don't need to interact with this post and give her those numbers.
Okay, so like, what was this? About a month ago? Yeah, give or take a month ago. There were other Mormons who were on TikTok. One of the people is a TikTok influencer. I don't care who she is. But she posted this long crying video about how she got caught cheating in her soft swinging arrangement, which is also fucking hilarious.
a soft swinging arrangement is just
A hilarious thing to say. I agree.
What a great just collection of words.
Sounds like a delightful bouquet.
Yeah, kinda.
Wait, so did you just show up with a different guy and the other couple's like, you know what? This is fine. This is not the guy you usually show up with, but we won't say anything.
So that's hilarious. No, that's not quite what happened. So like, it was supposed to be a group play activity, and
Yeah,
her
soft,
and
soft
this.
is when you swing with your partner in the room. Still,
Oh, no, okay, this is the Mormon influencer couple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so but soft swinging was more so like soft core swinging.
Right.
It wasn't like, yeah, it was like we're
Like
swinging,
a tire.
we're swinging by
We're
like
holding
being
hands with
intimate
the other
people, but
person's
not
left.
fucking them,
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was a very, that story seemed super interesting, and then I clicked on it, and then I got through it, and it was just like very like it was a soft core swinging arrangement where we had boundaries set, and the boundaries were crossed by one of the couples, and then it drove a wrench into it, and then this happened. I was like, this is so fucking dumb, dude. Like, what are we doing here?
Like, if you wanted to fuck other people, fuck other people.
Yeah,
like,
if you're gonna fuck other people, do it. Like, what?
I mean, Mormons are notorious for doing dumb things in bed. Like, what's the thing they do where, like...
soaking.
No, like, they're on top of each other, and then they have friends jump on the bed, so they're not actually...
That's the other...
What is that?
It's the extension of soaking. I don't remember what it
It's the
is.
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Hop on pop or whatever. I don't know.
But yeah, it's soaking with extra steps.
Yeah.
And then they have the special underwear.
They do have the special underwear.
What's the special underwear?
They got secret underwear or whatever.
It's just like very unflattering white cloth full body underwear.
Oh, okay. It's just the dorky Mormon underwear.
Yeah.
Jump
Yeah.
humping. It's called jump humping.
I wasn't that far off
or
of hop
jump
up.
humping.
Jump humping.
Not that it makes that much difference whether two, but I wanted to get the story straight for our listeners.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to know what terms
Smart.
later.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
No, I actually didn't.
Oh, I need to know what terms to search later.
Oh, yeah, jump humping.
Boy.
Yep, jump humping.
Jump
They have
humping.
Mormon porn. It's strange.
Which involves a third party. The jump humper.
Oh, man. The world's weird. Just, like, have sex and don't be weird about it. Like,
The jump humper.
we don't have to do all this.
Yeah.
We just don't have to do all this. Anything else? Anybody else?
I don't have anything.
No.
All right.
Thanks for listening,
I'm
everyone.
on Toys R Us website looking at action figures now because I'm doing
Action figures fucking bang!
yeah, these new Buzz Lightyears.
I'm trying to find a gig on Craigslist as a jump humper.
You gotta move to Utah.
Yeah.
Probably make six figures, though. Mormons got a lot of money, and they have a lot of shame. Well, thank you for listening. We'll catch you in the next one.